Welcome back to Braintree Today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis and you're watching BCAM TV. Now we'll be getting into our latest stories from the week. Welcome back to Braintree Today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis and you're watching BCAM TV. Now we'll be getting into our latest stories from the week. The U.S. Army has confirmed that the bodies of 3 of the 4 American soldiers who went missing after their vehicle was submerged in a bog during a training mission in Lithuania have been recovered, along with the nearly 70-ton M88 Hercules recovery vehicle. The soldiers, assigned to the 1st Armored Brigade, 3rd Infantry Division, based at Fort Stewart, Georgia, were participating in a maintenance mission when the incident occurred on March 25th. Major General Christopher Norrie, commanding general of the 3rd Infantry Division, vowed the search will continue until the 4th soldier is found. The recovery operation has involved hundreds of personnel from the U.S. Army and Navy, as well as the Lithuanian and Polish armed forces, along with other government and civilian agencies. The identities of the soldiers have not yet been released pending family notification. The Justice Department is asking the Supreme Court to weigh in on the use of the centuries-old Alien Enemies Act as President Donald Trump seeks to deport alleged members of the Tren de Aragua, a group labeled a foreign terrorist organization. The emergency appeal, filed Friday, follows a lower court decision that temporarily halted deportations while the case plays out in court. The administration argues that the judge's ruling undermines the president's national security powers, especially as over 200 alleged members have already been deported to El Salvador and placed in a high-security prison. Acting Solicitor General Sarah Harris says the case raises urgent questions about presidential authority to defend the nation, with the administration claiming Tren de Aragua is conducting irregular warfare against the U.S. The D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals upheld the freeze, prompting the administration to take the fight to the Supreme Court. A federal judge has temporarily blocked the Trump administration from dismantling the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, the watchdog agency created after the 2008 financial crisis. U.S. District Judge Amy Berman Jackson issued a preliminary injunction last Friday, preserving the agency while she reviews a lawsuit challenging the administration's authority to shut it down. In her ruling, Jackson wrote that without intervention, the administration would eliminate the Bureau before the court could determine if such an action is lawful, warning the damage could be irreparable. The CFPB plays a key role in protecting consumers from financial fraud, handling complaints, and ensuring fair practices in industries like banking and student loans. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services announced a sweeping restructuring plan last week that will cut 10,000 full-time employees following the recent voluntary departure of another 10,000 staffers, reducing the department's workforce from 82,000 to 62,000. HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. said the overhaul aims to save $1.8 billion annually while consolidating the department from 28 divisions down to 15. A key part of the plan includes launching a new administration for a healthy America, which will combine several agencies to focus on primary care, mental health, and environmental health. The reorganization will also shrink regional offices from 10 to 5, preserve essential programs like Medicare and Medicaid, and establish a new Assistant Secretary for Enforcement and an Office of Strategy to improve research and policy effectiveness. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has issued multiple recalls affecting over 46,000 vehicles, according to notices released last week. Ford is recalling 37,000 certain Escape, Bronco Sport, and Explorer models due to previous recall repairs that may have been done incorrectly, like fuel injector cracks and potential rear axle bolt fractures. Dealers will update the vehicle's powertrain control module software free of charge, with owner notification letters expected to be sent on April 24th. Volvo is also recalling over 7,000 plug-in hybrid vehicles due to high-voltage battery short-circuit risks. Owners are advised not to charge their vehicles until repairs are completed. Nissan North America also recalled 1,430 vehicles, including 2025 Murano, Pathfinder, and Infiniti QX60 models, over weak front brake calipers. All repairs will be done free of charge, and owners will be notified by mail in May. Vehicle owners can check their VIN at nhtsa.gov to see if their car is affected. Thanks for watching Braintree today. We'll be right back with more after the break.
Hi, I'm Tom Lyons, a retired captain from the Quincy Fire Department and the author of the book Fighting Fire, A Proactive Approach. Cooking is the leading cause of home fires. Unattended cooking is the leading cause of these fires and related deaths. Therefore, keep a close eye on your cooking. If you must leave the kitchen, bring a utensil with you as a reminder of your efforts. Set a timer for food taking longer to cook. Turn pot handles towards the back of the stove. Keep a lid nearby when cooking. If a small grease fire starts, slide the lid over the pan and shut off the burner. You can take an active role in your safety. Cooking safety starts with you.
Welcome back. Braintree Mayor Erin Joyce held her first State of the Town address on Thursday, March 27th. The Cahill Auditorium was filled with residents, community members, and officials as Mayor Joyce touched on town events in the past year and triumphs and hardships faced, all with a big focus on local businesses. Here's more from the State of the Town address.
We also celebrated many wins as a community this year, namely our override. The first override to pass in Braintree, and it passed by 67% of voters in favor. We still made some cuts last year, and we continue to monitor our expense growth rates, but the override win shored up our foundation, and we will continue to build back. We will continue to seek out additional revenue sources that do not extend the town's expense burden solely on the residential taxpayer. We all know, as you saw at the start of this evening's presentation, that Braintree sits squarely in the regional powerhouse of Boston, and the opportunities to attract new businesses and new economic development are great. I am also proud to share our win in hiring an economic development manager and the soon-to-be establishment of an economic development advisory committee. These new resources will extend our efforts into the regional marketplace to attract new businesses to Braintree, but most importantly, to support businesses that are already here and those that want to stay and hopefully grow in our town.
To watch the full speech, check out BCAM TV's government channels, Comcast Channel 8 and Verizon Channel 26, or on youtube.com/BCAMTV. Braintree police have filed charges against a man who checked himself out of a local hospital, stole a car, and later abandoned it after crashing into a tree near Liberty Street. Officers responding to the scene found the vehicle still running with no one inside. While searching the area, they encountered a man acting suspiciously, who was soon identified as the driver and found to be experiencing mental health issues. He was transported by ambulance to a hospital for evaluation. Police say the man had taken a set of keys from a hospital valet and stolen someone else's vehicle. Nearby residents also reported that he had damaged property in the area. The suspect now faces multiple charges as the investigation continues. It's almost Easter, and the Easter Bunny is set to make a return to Massachusetts this year. Simon Properties announced that the Easter Bunny will return to South Shore Plaza this spring so kids of all ages can meet him and take photos. The Bunny photo experience will be open daily now until April 19th, and reservations are strongly encouraged, officials said. Other events with the Easter Bunny include pet photos at the mall on March 30th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. A Caring Bunny event is scheduled on April 6th from 8:30 to 10:30 a.m. And finally, baby's first Easter photos with the bunny are scheduled for April 9th and April 16th from 11 a.m. to noon. Hours and reservations can be made at simon.com. The Nature Conservatory is hosting the Living Shorelines Training Workshop and Site Visit at Watson Municipal Park and the Four Rivers site on April 2nd. The event is hosted at the Braintree Yacht Club and will feature expert-led presentations and a site walk focused on coastal protection, green infrastructure, and climate adaptation strategies. Attendees will have the opportunity to engage with experts during a guided site visit to observe the practical application of nature-based solutions. For more information on this event, visit braintreema.gov. The Rotary Club of Braintree is hosting an electronic waste day for residents of Braintree and surrounding towns on Saturday, April 26, from 9 a.m. to noon at 74 Pond Street. Most small household items that can be plugged in will be accepted for recycling. For a full list of acceptable items, pricing details, and additional information, residents are encouraged to visit the event website at braintreerotaryclub.org. If you're receiving or will receive a pension from Braintree, the Braintree Retirement Board will conduct a public hearing on Thursday, May 22nd at 4:15 p.m. at 74 Pond Street on the second floor to discuss a cost of living adjustment for all eligible recipients of a Braintree Retirement System pension. You can join in person or remotely via the Zoom meeting. Just visit braintreema.gov for more information. Thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. We'll be right back with more stories in the area. Welcome back to Braintree Today. Now I'm joined by Courtney Trudeau from the Thayer Public Library to tell us a little bit more about what's going on at the library during school vacation week. You can take it away, Courtney.
Thanks, Martha. I'm Courtney Trudeau, the young adult and teen librarian at Braintree's Thayer Public Library. It's April, so that means school vacation week is coming up soon. Anytime during school vacation week, you can drop into the children's room to make a paper bag robot craft, try this month's Seek and Find activity and look for favorite Disney characters hiding around the room, play educational games on our learning stations, or borrow some books to take home. Did you know that this year is the 250th anniversary of events that led to the American Revolution? On Tuesday, April 22nd, from 2 to 3:30 p.m., get immersed in Boston's colonial history with staff from historic New England and celebrate Patriots' Day with us. Children can dress up in colonial-era clothing, examine reproduction artifacts, make tin lanterns, write with quill pens, and create paper tricorn hats to wear. Best suited for families with children aged 5 to 12, this hands-on historic activities that are offered will bring colonial life alive. This program is funded in part by a grant from the Braintree Cultural Council, a local agency which is supported by the Mass Cultural Council, a state agency. For our teens looking to grab a new book to read this week, come in and grab one of the recently nominated Mass Teen Choice Book Award titles. The 21 nominees were just announced on March 28th. This is the only Bay State award for YA books that are voted upon by the teens of Massachusetts. So now is your chance to start reading so you can pick your favorite when voting opens in September. To see all the books, you can come visit me in the teen room at the library and check out the display of nominees, or visit the Mass Teen Choice Book Award website at mateenchoicebookaward.org. We can't wait for Wednesday, April 23rd from 10:15 to 11 a.m. That is when Miss Ari's Family Tree Sing-Along for young children happens. Little ones have so much fun with Miss Ari. She turns singing and dancing into learning and play, with live music featuring her ukulele and guitar. Miss Ari's performance is fast-paced. She brings shaker eggs and dance scarves for each child to use and always ends with bubbles. Best suited to infants through 5-year-olds, but open to all. Miss Ari's Sing-Along is made possible through state aid for public libraries funds. Later that day, older children ages 5 through 12 on Wednesday, April 23rd from 2:30 to 3:30 p.m. can play hockey bingo and win a bag of goodies donated by the Boston Bruins. Take home a paper hockey game to keep the fun going on at home. Did you know the Boston Bruins are a sponsor of the Massachusetts statewide summer reading program every year? Also on Wednesday for our teens, we have Mandy from Wicked Good Henna coming in at 5 p.m. for a royal icing cookie decorating program. Registration is required and space is limited, so sign up starting on April 9th if you'd like to come make some fun flower-themed cookies. On April 24th at 10:15 to 11 a.m., Little ones will be captivated by Rosalita's puppets as Auntie Goose is brought to life in a show. Using a variety of handcrafted puppets, Rosalita's Puppets weaves together a performance that will leave the audience smiling. This show is best for ages 3 and up and is made possible through the use of state funds for public library funds. A few hours later on Thursday, from 2:30 to 3:30 p.m., will be Marble Raceways for Kids, where they can design and build their own raceways. We'll supply cardboard tubes, egg cartons, Legos, marbles, and more. Each must use at least 2 tubes. Who can get their marble moving the furthest from their exit chute? They'll test their raceways for distance and then modify them if they want, for ages 5 to 12. Let's see whose design wins. On Friday, April 25th, the Children's Room offers family board games and drop-in play from 10 to 12 noon. During school vacation week, the library will be closed on Monday, April 21st for Patriots Day. After that, we will be open regular hours. Tuesday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. For complete information on any event, see thayerpubliclibrary.org or call us at 781-848-0405.
Wow, lots going on for April Vacation Week. Thank you so much, Courtney. Again, that was Courtney Trudeau from Thayer Public Library, and we'll be right back with more on Braintree Today. Welcome back to Braintree Today. Now let's get right into more stories. A nearly 200-year-old granite house in West Quincy, built from native Quincy stone and listed on the National Register of Historic Places, may be safe from demolition after Mayor Thomas Koch announced plans to either preserve or relocate the historic structure. The home at 92 Willard Street, built in the 1830s, is the only remaining house in Quincy constructed entirely of the city's famous granite and is considered a rare example of Federalist architecture. Developers had proposed tearing it down to build a 6-story, 58-unit apartment complex, prompting public outcry at a recent planning board meeting. In a Facebook post, Mayor Koch said he has spoken with the property owner, builder, architect, and the Granite Workers Museum to explore possible options, calling the home a great symbol of our history and a worthy addition to our ongoing preservation efforts. The house was added to the National Register in 1989 at the request of the Quincy Historical Commission. Cornerstone of Weymouth hosted a casino night fundraiser benefiting the Weymouth Food Pantry on March 28th at its senior living community. The event was hosted to support local residents in need while offering guests an evening of fun and entertainment. All fundraiser proceeds were donated to the Weymouth Food Pantry. More than 130 students from Weymouth, Braintree, and Hingham gathered Friday for an evening of fun, friendship, and community for the first Spring Fling hosted by Unified Sports and Best Buddies. Unified Sports and Best Buddies, 2 organizations committed to providing opportunities for students with intellectual and developmental disabilities, hosted the event filled with music, limo rides, dancing, and other activities. The Spring Fling aims to create an inclusive environment where all students feel valued and connected, helping to forge lasting friendships and unforgettable memories. The event kicked off with a red carpet entrance, adding a special touch of excitement to the evening. King Richard's Fair is officially moving to a new home, with the 53-year-old Renaissance Festival set to share space with Edaville Railroad in Carver under new ownership. Delaware-based Lancelot Entertainment Boston has acquired both theme parks and plans to retheme and redesign the local attractions. King Richard's Fair, known for its turkey legs, jousting, and axe-throwing contests, had called Carver home since 1982. Edaville, originally launched in 1947 as a cranberry farming operation turned train theme park, has faced financial challenges in recent years. An auction scheduled for April 30th is set to sell off most of or all of Edaville's rides. Vendors for the fair say they've been informed their leases won't be renewed as both parks downsize. The news has left some longtime fans disheartened, calling the merger bittersweet. Lancelot Entertainment acquired King Richard's Fair last year from Bonnie and Amy Shapiro. As temperatures rise across Massachusetts, pet owners are being reminded that tick season has officially arrived. Experts urge a regular routine of flea, tick, and heartworm prevention treatments for pets, as ticks can transmit diseases causing fatigue and joint pain in animals and illnesses like Lyme disease in humans. Health officials also recommended avoiding wooded areas with tall grass and checking yourself and children after spending time outdoors. The Massachusetts Department of Public Health advises contacting a doctor if you're bitten by a tick and develop symptoms such as a rash, fever, headache, or muscle aches. Thanks for watching Braintree today. We'll be right back with more in entertainment. Welcome back to Braintree Today. Now this week in entertainment, we have 3 recommendations for you to watch. First, a working man follows Levon Cade, who left behind a decorated military career in the Black Ops to live a simple life of working construction. However, when human traffickers kidnap his boss's daughter, his search to bring her home uncovers a world of corruption far greater than he could have ever imagined. The film stars Jason Statham and Eve Morrow. You can watch A Working Man now in theaters. Up next, The Woman in the Yard follows a mysterious woman who repeatedly appears in a family's front yard, often delivering chilling warnings and unsettling messages, leaving them to question her identity, motives, and the potential danger she might pose. The film stars Daniel Deadwyler and Peyton Jackson. You can watch The Woman in the Yard now in theaters. And finally, Death of a Unicorn follows a father and daughter who accidentally hit and kill a unicorn while en route to a weekend retreat, where his billionaire boss seeks to exploit the creature's miraculous curative properties. The film stars Jenna Ortega and Paul Rudd. You can watch the film Death of a Unicorn now in theaters. That'll do it for news today. Remember, if you're a customer of Verizon, you can watch BCAM TV in high definition on channel 2128. You can also now see us in high definition on Comcast on channel 1073. I'm Martha Konstandinidis, and thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. We'll see you next time.